Nobody fails an IQ test just because they look dumb. They fail because of tiny, everyday habits nobody ever stops to question. Psychology's surprisingly honest about this. Here are 8 habits that quietly signal low intelligence, and by number 5, you might start rethinking a few people you know. Number 1, the instant Google reflex. The moment a question comes up, before their brain even tries, the phone is already out. Psychologists call this cognitive offloading. And when it becomes the default move every single time, the brain has stopped trusting itself to think. Intelligence is a muscle. If you outsource every question, that muscle never gets used. But here's where it gets interesting. Number 2, filling silence with words. Some people cannot handle a pause, so they talk, not because they have something to say, but because quiet makes them uncomfortable. Psychology links this to low internal processing, using words to avoid thinking instead of to express it. The smartest people in the room often say the least, and when they speak, it lands. Number 3, the I win, you lose scorecard. When things go well, it was their skill. When things go wrong, it was someone else's fault. Psychologists call this the self-serving bias, and it's a direct block on learning. If someone genuinely cannot see their own role and failure, they cannot grow from it. That's not bad luck, that's a closed loop. Number 4, everything is either great or terrible. You've probably seen this person. No middle ground, no nuance. That idea was genius, or it was trash. Black and white thinking is comfortable because it's fast, but real intelligence lives in the gray areas. The inability to hold complexity isn't conviction, it's oversimplification dressed up as confidence. Number 5, getting defensive when corrected. This is the one most people won't want to admit. Intelligent people treat being corrected like new information. Low intelligence treats it like an attack. If the first reaction to being wrong is irritation instead of curiosity, the ego is running the show, and learning gets blocked every time. But pay attention, because the next one changes how you see this so-called smart person in the room. Number 6, knowing facts is not the same as understanding ideas. We all know someone like this, wins trivia night, quotes statistics constantly, but ask them why something happened and they go quiet. Memory and intelligence are not the same thing. Comprehension is. The ability to connect ideas and explain them simply is what separates real thinking from a search engine with a personality. Number 7, never finishing a thought before the next one shows up. Skipping steps, dropping ideas halfway, interrupting their own reasoning before it's complete. It's subtle, but it signals weak, sustained attention. And sustained attention is one of the core foundations of intelligence and deeper thinking. A brain that is always on to the next thing never fully processes the current one. But wait, because the last habit quietly explains almost everything else on this list. Number 8, the discomfort of I don't know. Some people physically cannot say those 3 words. Do you know the person who reads a headline, skips the article, and is already explaining the full story to someone else an hour later? That's not confidence. That's a brain that refuses to sit with not knowing. The moment a gap appears in their understanding, they fill it fast with whatever sounds right. Intelligent people say, I don't know yet, and keep looking. But that patience is rarer than most people realize. And here's what nobody says out loud. These are not character flaws, they're habits, and habits change. The fact that you're paying attention to how your brain actually works already puts you ahead of most people who will never even ask the question. And now, if this felt personal, drop a comment with the sign that hit hardest, and subscribe to the channel for more deep psychology. I'll see you there.